Good to see you, Zeus. Work with us, Yolanda. Homana, we ain't doing on top, baby. Hey, twin, sister. Good to see you, 612. My man,
God damn. Woo-wee. If you ain't from DC, this some underground shit. Go-go is what we call it.
Go-go report. Hell yeah. It's Tupac.
Shouts out to Austin, Texas. Appreciate you a whole lot for downloading the podcast. Atlanta, Georgia. Tennessee. What it do? This some underground shit. You know what I'm saying? DC style. 15,500 down plays on your boys' podcast. We appreciate it a whole lot worldwide. Appreciate you everybody that download the podcast and stream the podcast. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. We there. Live stream, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Catch your boys there live as we speak. You know what I'm saying? This is some underground shit. Let the lady hear this. Ooh, pass the drinks. Yep. Y'all know how this goes. I gotta get up. That's how it cranks. It cranks like that. Shouts out to everybody that download the podcast. Let the ladies hear this. DC Underground Go-Go, baby. Holla at your boys. God, that joint cranking too. God damn. Get the ladies up and ready to fly. You know what I'm saying? Whew. My goodness. That thing giving it up. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Rita. What it do?
Well, let's do it like we used to.
What? God damn. What it do? God damn. Woo! I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. I don't know if you got beef from DC or not, but this shit, ladies worldwide. What? The third perspective in the house. What it do? God damn. Just in case you don't know about this, boy, I swear to God. You ain't got beef from DC, I swear. If you play this for your lady, matter of fact, I'll take that back. You don't want your lady on this, baby. I'll take that back. Yeah. Live and in color. T3P podcast. What it do? Landover.
Oh, shit.
What it do? Greenbelt. Northeast, Southeast DC. What it do? What's up, Waldorf? Ha ha. God damn. Ooh, there it is again. There it is again. Woo. Man, Jay. I gotta let it out a little bit more. Woo-wee. From Tennessee to Australia. What it do? From Canada to Pennsylvania. Appreciate everybody that download the T3P podcast worldwide. We appreciate it a whole lot. What it? God damn.
That joke got some crank on it.
Yes, it does.
Got some crank for your ass.
It does. That's why I tell you what. Woo! I fuck around zone out on y'all asses.
You know?
I did, be like, thanks for the podcast for tonight. See y'all next week. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
It's I. You tuned in to the number one podcast in the DMV.
Uh-oh.
I'm your host.
Yeah.
Your late night supervisor.
Ooh, shit.
Dope dealer extraordinaire.
Damn.
DC's own.
Wow.
Rad B.I.D. Jones. That's rapping for your internet fools. To the left of me.
Yeah.
New to the podcast, my nigga.
Oh, shit.
The number one soul brother himself.
I try to be.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
on this podcast. What it do?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
By this point in time, I know everybody is well aware that I love the black ladies. Lucky to be alive. Happy, healthy, and free for me. Don't forget about those Tubmans either. You know that them Tubmans supposed to be in circulation by now. I don't know what the hell happened to them Tubmans, bro. We got the Maya coins though.
You know what I'm saying?
The Maya coins are definitely in circulation. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh, I know what happened to the Tubmans.
Don't do it.
I know
what it do?
I know exactly what happened to the Tubmans, but that's a
Talk to me.
that's a discussion for Tuesday night.
The third perspective is in the house. You know what I'm saying, dog? Appreciate everybody that tunes into the Third Perspective. Download the Third Perspective podcast. Follow us on Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you get your live streams at, or your podcast at Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get all that at. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We there too. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We appreciate everybody. The guys are 15,500 down plays on the podcast worldwide.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Worldwide.
You know what I'm saying, Doc? That's coast to coast. That's coast to coast.
From shore to shore.
You know what I'm saying, Doc? Ah, man.
From sea to shining sea.
Life. You know what I'm saying, Doc? You got to enjoy life while you have it. You know what I'm saying, Doc? I think by this point in time, first of all, I want to introduce y'all to my man right here. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Number one soul brother. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Now, again, this is another person that was met on job site as the other podcast hosts were. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Right.
But what you think about podcasting in general?
I love it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember back in the day when we used to have them arguments in the lunchroom, you know, and they be threatening fires and shit.
You know?
Yeah, you talked about it, you know. You said, you know, one day we was talking about public access then.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Public access. And that shit's still going on. But you say, man, we need to get our own show.
Just do the normal like we in the cafeteria.
Like we do, yeah. You know, and we can cuss even more. But, you know, I went on a little vacation for a little while, and I didn't know my man was blowing up.
Yeah, you know? That's another thing. When I started podcasting, you wasn't in reach at the time.
Yeah, I was incapacitated.
You know.
But anyway, you know when
tell everybody about your podcast and everything, man. You got number one soul brother joint, you know.
Oh yeah. We at it, and check out my podcast. I drop 2 times a week at least, and it's called the You Got Soul Podcast with Tony, the number one soul brother. And you know we talking about everything, but what's good in the hood, what's hot in the streets. So you know, y'all go to my Facebook page, join my Facebook group, and check it out on YouTube. My Twitter page. I got all kind of stuff going on, but y'all out there, check me out.
That's what's up.
We're gonna have some big things coming down. You know,
sure. You
and
know what I'm saying?
also,
That's
don't
for damn
forget
sure.
about each and every Tuesday night without fail. That's Hood View Politics with me and my man Rabbit Jones. We talking about everything that's going on Capitol Hill, everything that's going on in the White House, everything that's going on everywhere that affects our people.
Most
we
definitely.
Give it to you from a pro-black power to the people perspective. You feel me?
Hood View Politics for sure. That's each and every Tuesday. You can catch it on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook group too. Follow us on Facebook group on HVP Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hood View Politics. You know what I'm saying? Where we go deep detail dive into all politics. One thing about politics is it's a moving thing. Like, you can do politics every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like a moving, revolving door with politics. Like each and every category you can do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to watch my favorite show on was Hardball, right?
Oh man, love Chris.
So
Matthews.
I like the way Chris Matthews, like people like that would give me the bug of doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers that get people in front of them and then put their ass to the fire. You know what I'm saying? But be like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Answer the question first. You know what I'm saying?
Answer the question. I'm gonna light your ass.
Yeah, stop playing. And then you know what? That didn't make any sense because of this and that and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that shit, bro. Yeah. So that's why we started the HVP podcast, the Hood View Politics. It's just more of us getting out our politician part of us. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we see and that from the hood point of view, and give you our perspective on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So check that out too, because we got a few guests on that joint. We had retired police officer, retired U.S. Marshal on that joint that gave their perspective on living in the hood, their perspective on being a cop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you need to check those two things out. You know what I'm saying? On the Hood View Politics, because gun violence in the hood is real high on the agenda, especially mine. You know what I'm saying? So check those two joints out for sure. And my man, retired U.S. Marshal, check him out for sure.
Yeah, y'all got to check him out.
So, check those podcasts out.
That was a real good show.
And that's for damn sure.
One other thing about the politics thing about this, look, politics affect everybody, whether you know it or not, whether you think it or not. You know, it affects you. It affects your life. It affects what you do. So, you know, y'all got to tune in. If you can't tune in to MSNBC, tune in to HVP. We got you covered.
You know, deep detail dive for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Deep.
Hey, one thing I like about doing that shit is like you can go into like my goal is as a black person, right? As this podcast, the HVP podcast, speaking of, check it out, is that you just want to give the argument of a black man what's best for us. You feel me?
Right.
Like if you're a black Republican and you feel like that's best for us, give us that argument, bro. You know what I'm saying? We want that debate so the person sitting there as a black man watching that debate would know where to go with this. You feel me?
Correct.
They would know at the end, all right, I know who makes sense and who didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're going to have to start not making any sense, because most of the things that we were going as far as gun violence or anything you would think of will be on facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the opposition be feelings. So that'd be hard to combat that. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody got feelings for something, it's hard to give them facts to change that. You know what I'm saying?
Real hard.
So that makes it difficult.
And we got an open door policy. Matter of fact, we ain't got no damn doors. I took the doors off and burnt them. So you can just come to Hood View Politics, pull up to 1221 HVP Drive, come step on in, and ain't nobody there to stop you, because the doors, it ain't no doors, and you can talk to us.
ASAP at that.
ASAP.
So that's every Tuesday. So check that out. You know what I'm saying, dog?
But tonight is Wednesday.
How you been, yeah? Everything been good?
Everything's great.
I see you been make sure the health, everything good with the health and shit. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, I went to the doctor yesterday, man. I got straight love at the doctor. You know, I was going there. You know, you never go to the doctor expecting good news, but I went in there and my doctor, shout out to Dr. Edith Rayfield down there on Marlboro Pike at Riverside Primary Care. You know, if you need somebody to take care of you, she the one. You know, she came in the room. She came in that joint all giddy and happy, talking about, damn, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. You know, you took your A1C down from I was up to 11 and a half, which ain't good.
Man, for anybody like that's not diabetic, explain to them what's the consequences of that number, or what's explain the numbers.
Your ass could die. If you got, a normal A1C is blood sugar level, basically, is somewhere around about uh 5, somewhere around like a 5 or a 6. That's where they want you to be at, you know. And when you get up into that double digit range, that's when you really getting, you end up taking really lower than that. You have to take insulin because your body ain't producing the insulin that it should, and you can have all kind of health problems, and you can lose feet, toes, and you susceptible for heart attacks and strokes and shit, especially if you got other conditions like I got. I got high blood pressure, I got high cholesterol, and diabetes. I got the 3 things that kill more black people than the police. So, but in a 3-month period, that came down from 11, almost a 12, and brought it down to an 8. So I'm interested to see what I can do in the next 3 months. I can get off of taking these damn shots every day.
Now, most people that's on insulin or had diabetes, they know what you're saying right there. They get what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Off the break.
Yeah. And for those, who don't know or don't want to visit the doctor, I implore y'all, especially when you get around my age, I'm 51 years old, be 52 in about 2 months. And it's time, y'all out there gotta go to these doctors and get checked out. If you go once a year or every 6 months, or just to find out what's wrong with you, because you want to, if something is wrong, you want to catch it early and nip that shit in the bud.
Exactly, yeah. That's the whole point of it.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I caught it early. So, and then I got a sweet tooth habit. I like snickerdoodles. I like white macadamia and chocolate cookies.
They said snickerdoodle. Ladies love them snickerdoodles.
Love the snickerdoodles.
They ain't go a whole mile, 4 or 5 miles to get some snickerdoodles.
I grew up on now laters. So what what I'm saying?
I still touch those every once in a while.
Hey, when I can catch them.
But they just, you can't eat them every day like when you was kids, yeah.
Oh hell no. I'm surprised I got teeth.
Yeah, when you was kids, you was crushed. I mean, it's right. My favorite shit when I was little was like 9 laters off the break.
Oh man.
And then them joints wasn't soft when you was little. You know what I'm saying? Them joints was hard as shit.
Hard as shit.
And then when you bite into them joints, yank your teeth.
The only thing that was harder than Annihilator was Jolly Rancher.
Oh my God, I could not stand on Johnny Ranchers, bro.
That's the only thing.
Them joints will fuck your teeth ASAP up.
Yeah.
God damn.
Like when I started driving, I used to keep a glove compartment. Only thing I had in my glove compartment was my license, registration, and about 6 packs of Annihilators.
Annihilators. Them motherfucking hard joints, man. I don't like hard. I never like hard candies ever in my life. Them joints fuck you up.
Nowadays I eat them rotten ass Mambos.
Cause you bite them joints, you don't know if that just broke or your teeth just broke. You don't know what the fuck just happened. Something crunched.
You said, hold on, I better not swallow. That might swallow a tooth.
Something just crunched, but I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like when we left Smithfield, right? That's what anybody in the audience right now, everybody know that Jay, OnlyFans Jay, and Radical Real met on Smithfield and shit. But ever since we left there, everybody life as y'all know, me and Jay and OnlyFans explain how life went after that. You know what I'm saying, dog? And how fucked up it is. So I just want to know, like, when you left Smithfield, what happened after that? How your life was after the Smithfield joint?
Oh man, shit! I was at Smithfield 13 years. You came there right after me, not long after I was there. So after that, when they shut down, I was like, matter of fact, I was the second to last person out the door. It was the last person out the door was our boy John. So after that, I took a break. Then I started working somewhere else. Matter of fact, I started working right down the street from Smithfield. Then one day in 2015, dumb shit happened, and nigga went on vacation for a little while. I just would leave it at that.
Yeah,
but
you take vacations.
Yeah, niggas. A lot of niggas on vacation.
This is stress reliever.
Nah, that's what they say. But it's more stress in that joint. But yeah. But coming off of I learned one thing: shit happens, and that's like the truest statement anybody ever made in life. If one thing that's one statement that's 100% and 100% true all the time, shit happens.
That's true.
That's
one thing that's why I always explain to everybody, man. You never know what happened the next day, bro. Crazy shit be going on, bro.
Crazy shit.
You just don't know.
Even nowadays, man, I be chilling with. You just see so much dumb shit, and the dumb shit people be doing.
I know, like,
you're like, man, what the fuck is y'all thinking?
The mass killings and shit, man. All that shit wild as fuck.
God, and we talk a lot about guns and shit on Tuesday nights and shit, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough podcasts out here for real to get the message across that, man, y'all gotta cut that shit out, y'all. Me and this man that been through it. We done lived through a point in time. Y'all think it's bad now. Y'all ain't seen shit. When we went through the late 80s to the early to mid 90s, when in small as DC is, in DC alone, it was 400 and some murders a year.
Yeah.
And we averaged that for about 4 or 5 years.
That's crazy because Philly done reached 300 this year. So they cranking up. They getting up to where we was at and shit.
Yeah, they cranking like shit.
God damn.
And
what the hell going on out there? It ain't no. My thing is, it was something going on that was like a backdrop to shit the killings that was happening. It was drugs. It was coke.
Yeah, back then it was back then. So when we was coming up, it was crack.
How is it 300 murders in Philly now? Like, it's no coke or nothing.
Shit, it's the same way.
What's the driving motivation to be murdering people and shit?
It's the same shit in Baltimore, but it ain't. The drug of choice up there is dope.
It gotta be that. What's the other shit?
And then you got this shit out here now. Rotten, cruddy motherfuckers putting fentanyl in everything.
Yeah, fentanyl. That's what.
Which is, that's a reason right there. For if you own that shit, you need to get off of it. Because
the fentanyl. They kind of put that in a lot of different shit.
Yeah, and dudes ain't got no morals or ain't got no scruples. When we was coming up, a drug dealer wouldn't even sell weed to a youngin', and that's a low level drug.
Yeah.
Let alone nothing else. If you was a youngin' and they seen you around the hood and you try to hit them up, man, you can get a bag of that.
And they couldn't lace shit, none of that bullshit either. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't be late. You're outcast. You relation shit.
Hell yeah.
Or if you coming in with fake shit, niggas run you off the block. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck you doing?
You fucking up the spot.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Now they can lay shit, give you fake shit. They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. I mean, you had a strip be pumping, and you had one dumbass to come out there with some off the wall shit, selling drywall.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. Fuck the whole strip up. And then it'll be all right. It'll fuck everybody money up. But it's good. Shit, back in the day, you fuck everybody. It was so much money out there.
That people don't really understand. It was just so much. Like, you can't have like 20, 25 people that can make almost like $50,000, $100,000 in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks in a month, all on the same block today. That ain't happening.
Because you know why? Somebody gonna snitch on you.
It's nothing to make that much money with.
Yeah.
Like, it was an extreme amount of money. It's just hard to explain. Like, that is just hard to explain. 30 people out that joint, everybody's getting paid. You can't explain that. And like, it can't happen today.
And even if it could happen today, you know, it's this shit going around now. Like, dudes just think snitching is good. They'll snitch on you and drop papers on you and act like they did something right. Yeah, and tell you I told on his ass. What the hell you told on his ass? That shit'll get you home.
Yeah, that's another thing that changed too. Like, it ain't really accepted, but like the bitch niggas that does it can just freely say they did it. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference.
Hey, in my book, if you can say you did it and get away with it, it's accepted.
That's a complete difference from before, because that nigga, whoever did that, was quiet as fuck. He wasn't saying it. Right. Now you got a snitch now that'll run around and tell you he snitched. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
With bodyguards while he at it.
Right. I snitched on your ass, and my bodyguards will beat your ass. What the fuck kind of games you playing, dude?
That shit crazy as fuck.
Man, this is a wild time. I don't understand it, and I really don't try to understand it because I came up in a different era, you know, where dude wasn't scared to take an ass whooping. You know,
that's true.
Well, he didn't mind giving one, and wasn't scared to take one. But nowadays, you know, it's straight to the guns, and you know, I gotta call 6 or 7 niggas to beat up one little nigga. And
no, I think now it's more of a persona now. It's more of a trying to keep up. Like, and then at the time, like in the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. Everything was more of everybody was making money. So therefore, there was people trying to rob you. It was a different atmosphere.
It was a no matter what your hustle was back then, it was a market for it. You know, if you was a drug dealer, you can get your drug dealing on. If you was a stick up boy, you know, it was plenty of people to stick up.
Exactly, yeah.
You know,
you had to look out with the stick up boy, the jump out boy, everybody, man.
Yeah,
like,
you know, you had all kind of people, you know, no matter how cruddy your hustle was to get over on, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people rob the crap game. Some people do. It's all kind of dumb shit motherfuckers be doing.
Hell yeah, bro.
But it was a time where all of that shit could go on. Nowadays, you know, I don't know what they do. I really don't.
It's almost like, I don't know, these times are way different from when we was coming up, right? Because now it's more of a, even in like entertainment or music and shit like this, is just more of a, they lazy more.
It's a lazy ass job.
Yeah, this shit, I don't get it. Like,
I mean,
like now, like people that's 20 years old will rather listen to the R&B shit in the 90s than the shit today. So that tells you that nothing is being made today in consumption. Like when we was coming, it was just so much shit. So many good rappers, so many good groups, R&B, rapping, and all that. It's just so much.
And
they don't have that today, yeah.
And we had one thing. We had an abundance of, like you said, we had an abundance of singers, rappers, uh, TV shows, actors, movies, and we had one thing that this generation don't have. We had originality.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
All of this shit that
Not
they
thinking of nothing.
sound the same.
You're not really being. You're not thinking of nothing though. Like
They don't think, and nobody creative about nothing. They rather see an old movie and remake that old movie than to sit down and think of something.
Or instead of rap, just rap some old shit. Or
Right.
comedians take some other shit from people. Everybody just lazy as
They're
fuck.
lazy as shit.
I don't get it, bro. Like,
Man, when we was coming
I don't
up,
get it, bro.
man.
People took pride in what they was doing. It's like they don't have that now. It's like they do some shit on the internet and then they use that to do other shit.
Right.
And then you go into a genre of something where people been doing this their whole life and you just pop up. It's like for a comedian or something. Like comedian been doing these little gigs all their life. They get to their biggest joint, they gotta get there behind you because you're a YouTube sensation or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Shit's stupid.
Man, when I was coming up in the when I became a teenager in the early 80s, and back then our thing was, I'm from Palm Park, so everybody in Palm Park wanted to have a go-go band, and we done had several, but we did when we did it. And shout out to all my brothers, you know, from Special Blend and Red Funk and ETG and all our bands back then, and you know, Young Groovers and Paramount Groovers and all that. None of us sound the same. None of us try to sound like RE. None of us try to sound like EU. None of us try to sound like Trouble. Nobody tried to sound like Air Raid, Class, Petworth, and so on. We all sat down and we made up our own grooves. You know, we wanted to sound like us. And we wasn't lazy about it. You know, we really tried to do something, as we do here on these podcasts that we do. Between me and you, we do 3 podcasts. And all of them are different.
Yeah.
They are different and they're like nobody else's podcast. And we strive to do that. But you got people out here, you know, they'll see somebody do one thing and then they wanna dick ride or jump on the bandwagon and all that old bullshit. Come on. You got a brain for a reason. Use it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. This is a lazy ass generation.
Hell yeah, it's like nobody want to do nothing.
Right. I'd rather play Madden all day than to get out there and throw a football around and get some exercise.
Well, I was watching. That's another thing. When you get into podcasting and shit, before you got in the podcast, do you ever watch any podcast you watch or listen to?
I'm on YouTube all the time. When I came home, I had not really. I be on YouTube. I catch a lot of people on YouTube. I watch clips and snippets and this, that, and the third. But I really never really got into doing it until, you know, me and you start doing Hood View. Which, you know, it's his fault I'm in the podcast.
You know?
They blame him. But anyway.
You're going to get better and better with this shit.
Oh, yeah. I got plans.
Yeah.
You know, but it was something I really came to enjoy because it's a platform. Yeah. It's a platform. You know, we talked the other night on Hillview about people having voices and using their voices. Well, we got a platform here, you know, and as this particular podcast right here goes around the world, this one got viewers in different countries all over the United States. So you gotta, on here you have a platform, and it's a platform that's far reaching. So, you know, you got a voice and you choose to use that voice. And there's a lot of people out here that got a voice, like rather y'all damn rappers that got a voice and don't use that voice for any kind of good. And come on, y'all gotta, if you got a voice, you know what I'm saying, and you don't use that voice to uplift your people, to uplift the youth, to, you know, put a good word out there, to try to steer people in a good direction, hey, you really ain't got no voice at all.
Basically. I was saying, like when I first started, it was like, I think, you know what? I put a video out. I put 2 videos out. I put one video about Bernie Sanders, right? And that joint got a lot of views and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, but I wasn't into politics and shit. It was just somebody to get on my chest because he was blowing me at the time, right?
Right.
So I just posted that shit. But I watch a lot of wrestling and shit, right? So
as I
put another video out expressing, it was like a rant of me just not feeling WWF. This was at a time when it wasn't no more TNA. It was just, I don't know. It was a point in time when wrestling was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I put a video just stressing my feelings about that shit, right? So somebody hit me up that do podcasting and shit. So they want me to come on the joint. So I started coming on that joint. Then I started being a regular on that joint. And that right there, I started realizing I want a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying coming on your podcast, we're talking about wrestling, but I literally want to talk about something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's kind of like how I got started. Because I think I came home December 23rd. I think I talked to you Christmas Eve. I hit you up on Facebook. Like, where the hell you been? You don't know. You don't want to know.
You know?
Well, anyway, you was like, man, I was trying to get a hold of you. So I explained everything, man. Look, I got a podcast. I got to get you on podcast. I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it. And I think like a day or so later, we did the podcast. And then I came on this show. And then you was like, man, we're gonna do a politics podcast, me and you. I had forgot all about you said we was gonna do that until you had hit me up one day talking about you ready. Like, ready for what? I'm like, oh shit, yeah, let's go. And then, you know, we did it a few times, and I mean, I really enjoyed it. You know, I'm like, damn, because you know, I'm always watching. If you come in my house, unless it was something specific I wanted to watch on TV, my TV stayed on 247, CNN, MSNBC, and if it's something I had to see on Fox that I couldn't believe, but I was either on CNN or MSNBC all the time. I'm always watching something political.
Yeah.
And then I got the chance to, you know, to do what Chris Matthews and Keith Olbermann at the time, and my man Roland Martin, and so on, and a lot of the people that I watch, and I really enjoyed it. So I end up, you know, we ended up doing Hood View, and now I got another joint, got the You Got Soul coming out, and shit, it's football season. I'm ready to do a sports joint.
You know?
That's when shit really gonna get ignorant.
That's what I was telling my man that got me into the joint from the beginning. I'm like, bro, I want to do more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what happened was, it wasn't my thing. Like, podcast wasn't my thing. I was just coming on because I like wrestling. So I was just coming on his shit. He hit me. I come on the joint. But one time it started being that I started seeing like I was hitting him more than he was hitting me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started realizing, damn, I think I want to do this shit my damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I realized that he wasn't doing it on a regular, right? He was doing it like every once in a while. So I was like, bro, I think I want to just do my own shit. So what I did was I started a podcast off with me and my man, Kareek. Shouts out to you, Kareek, too, man. We called it the Nerd and the Hustler. podcast and shit.
Yeah.
So that was my first podcast, the Nerd and the Hustler podcast. We did that joint for like 6 months. He had to step away to the joint. So when I called a lot of people after that, but Rail hit me back and was like, he want to do it, but he don't know what it is. So that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just new to this too, you know. So it's whatever. So when he hit me back, I was like, fuck, I can just go ahead and try to do something with him and shit. Then my man, I went to barbering school and shit after I left Smithfield and shit. So somebody in barber school I knew that I felt like he just had the personality to just have him on the joint. I didn't know if he wanted a podcast or not. So I hit him and he said he'd do the joint. So that's what started the podcast, Third Perspective, right there, because once Kareek stepped aside, I had to think of something else on the fly. I don't know. I didn't want to do the Nerd and Hustler joint. I wanted to open it up to get more people in the joint. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started the Third Perspective and shit. So that's how Third Perspective started. I started off doing wrestling podcasts. Shout out to everybody that watching right now that know that probably started off seeing me from there. You know what I'm saying? Juggernaut for you for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it gave me the bug, like you just said, bro. I was like, bro, I'm about the podcast.
Once you get started,
you know,
because my uncle, I got an uncle who watches. I didn't know he watched Hoodview. I called him one day. To check in and let him know I was doing whatever, check it, see how he was doing. And he was like, man, I love the podcast. I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't know you watched. I'm like, what? He said, man, I love it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, thank you. You keep tuning in.
Yeah, that's a way to express that. Because one thing about this podcast right here is I didn't want to do a lot of politics, but this podcast started off with a heavy dose of politics because it was around the time George Floyd, all these things were going on, and we was discussing those things and shit. So I didn't want to always bring in politics in this podcast. That's why I wanted to find another outlet for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when people listen to this, they listen to for trending topics. Then we go into it. Sometimes it be trending topics that people get murdered by police and shit like that. I'm never gonna skip over that. Black as they gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a topic. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Something I was telling Rail, like some of these topics, nigga, I don't give a fuck how long we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this shit out now. Like, we did a podcast 6 hours one time, bro. Can you imagine that?
I can believe that because
me.
I can believe that because it'd be nice. We be going on at 9:15, and I look up, and it be 12 o'clock when you be like,
because it go fast,
right. And I'll be like, damn, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, it do go fast. It be like, I ain't get my shit out yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Something else I want to say. But that night, we had went 6 hours, bro. It's like almost the beginning of the podcast, like third, fourth podcast. Yeah. I think when man got on his neck. When was that? That was George Floyd.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Me and Rail got into this debate and shit, and that's what happened right there. It went into a 6 hour joint.
Ooh.
And I kept telling him that I don't care how long this go. This is my point.
Right.
Because this is the debate I want. I don't want us to sit here and have a discussion about something. Then you stay on your side and I stay on my side at the end of it.
No.
It's like, nah, bro. We have a debate. So if somebody watching it, they can take from it who know what the hell they talking about, what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? From the conversation. From the debate.
That's the thing I like about podcasting. You know, it's you can structure it how you want. You can go as long as you want. You can go as short as you want. You know, I put out a joint the other day with like 15 minutes. Then I got a few joints that's 1 hour. Yeah. Then I looked over the Hoodview and I seen we done got some shit. Hour and a half, damn near 2 hours.
Oh yeah, we could have kept going there too.
Right.
That's why I feel like, me personally, I feel like the most successful podcasts in America, in the world, right?
But the most successful is
they
Joe
go
Rogan.
2 or more hours.
They say Joe Rogan is
this should be like 3 hours.
The top, and he go like 3.
Yeah. Then you got what's my man Budden? His shit 4 hours, 3-4 hours his damn self.
Ooh.
Joe Budden. So these are 2
Joe
top
Budden,
joints.
Joe Budden be out there.
Hell yeah. So most of the ones that really gets paid, because you gotta remember you gotta put ads in the joint. So you You can't do a 15, 20-minute joint. How many ads can you put in there? You know what I'm saying?
None.
So when you do a 2-3 hours, you got time to put. That's a niggas don't know. Joe Budden and Run. Who you said the white boy?
Joe Rogan.
These niggas know what they doing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they know the fuck they doing. Like when I started this podcast, the first podcast I put out live on YouTube, a motherfucker put in the joint. You can't do podcasts this long, 3 hours, 2 hours, like that. Those are the motherfuckers put in the message, right?
You could do a podcast,
but it doesn't make sense
as long as your shit is running.
I mean, I guess if you personally don't have time, you do 10, 15 minutes. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking that. But me personally, I felt like I couldn't do a podcast that was 10, 15 minutes. I had to do a podcast that was 2 hours at the least. You know what I'm saying? Especially with 3 people talking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Therefore, I would have, you would be able to get everything out. You won't be stuck.
Yeah, when you got 2, 3, especially you got more than 2 people.
You gotta be able to.
Podcast has got to be.
You gotta let it breathe.
Because you got to give everybody ample time.
Yeah.
They get their point across, get their view in, whatever.
Yeah, you run around just cutting everybody off and shit.
You can't be right. You can't be like Bill O'Reilly and shit. Ask a question and then before the motherfucker answer, you done went on a rant.
What's another successful joint? They got a lot of podcasts that they like. The only thing I don't like about the podcast game, right? When I first started, it wasn't a lot of podcasts. No. It was less than 1 million podcasters on Spotify when I first started, right? It's like blown out of water now and shit, right? But the thing I don't like about it is most of these people are not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've really started when I started podcasting. Now I just feel like I'm just. This is shit. This is what I should have been doing. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain that. I should have been doing this shit a long time ago. Like, so I just feel like this is what I want to do with money or no money. You feel me?
Right.
I think some people get in the podcast and then think it's just about money. If the money don't come, they leave. You feel me? It's just not a, like, I'm a podcaster now. This is really what I want to do. You feel me? It's like, some people, like we were talking about Wendy Williams the other day, right?
Oh yeah.
And you know how she just now started talking about, I'm just gonna do a podcast because my name is big or some shit. You feel me? Where she making a point. That's true because that's all they do now. Like if you on ESPN all day, all you do is do a podcast on the side.
That's what everybody do.
It's the silliest shit.
Everybody like Jamel Hill was on ESPN. Up a camera and then you just go on a rant and talk shit for 1-2 hours.
No.
And it ain't like that.
I just I like the fact that like you just get off your expressions. Like most of the jobs you have, you can't express yourself the way you want. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
So you need an outlet for that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is to give you the outlet to express yourself on certain topics And things happen daily, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, motherfuckers was like, bro, if you do a podcast, what the fuck you gonna talk about? Like, I was like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You talk about anything. Like I check out a few things to say, find your niche. You know, and yeah, you got to find your niche and what it is. But you know, like my niche is, you know, that
Exactly.
So, you know, and I want to use my voice. You know, that was one of the things I did. You know, when I was in, you know, I did I got in a lot of things. Yeah, because I was seriously thinking about it, and it's still on my mind. But because I was doing a lot of things there. You know, I was leading service. I was. But it'll come.
I already knew for a fact that you'll be good podcasting on the break, so I already knew. You know what I'm saying? So once I got the feel for the podcast, like when we was doing the wrestling podcast, I got the feel for podcasting.
Yeah.
I knew, like I wanted different personalities on the podcast. Like I know people that will fit in. I already knew for a fact that you will automatically be a good podcast. You know what I'm saying?
That's because I talk more shit than a toilet.
So I already knew.
But
podcasting is just not easy for everybody out there.
It's not easy for everybody because you know when we started Hoodview, I wasn't doing nothing but using shit. I was using laptop and earbuds, and that was it. And now, shit, I done spent a rack of money on equipment, and still spending money on equipment. You know, things I didn't really think I needed: cameras.
One thing about it, it'd be like one shot. Once you do it, then you ain't got to really do nothing else no more about it. Once you do everything.
Once I got because the only thing I'm going for now, I'm gonna redo my cameras. But I got decent cameras right now, but I'm gonna get that real deal sooner or later, and fix me up a little, especially when I get me a basement. Oh my God. I'm gonna have a fly ass studio,
Shouts out to all the black podcasters out there in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you.
Yeah.
Keep the grind going. Don't stop, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Have a purpose and just keep going. Have fun, first of all, young. One thing about when I podcast, this should be fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. It'd be like my reliever to me. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I got something to say.
It's almost like therapy. I always tell people, like, when I first started, it was like more of a therapist for me because I was just getting shit out. Shit was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, in your normal life, it's a lot of things you can't express. You can't just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be like, say if you work somewhere, you can't really be who you are on these jobs. You want to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So you always configuring and changing your ways and tempering down yourself in certain situations. Shit.
Yeah, I know that because you remember I got fired one time because I called the dumb bitch a secretary.
Oh yeah.
I said the chick was a secretary. I mean, fuck. Do you take notes? Do you fix coffee? Do you answer phone?
Do something.
Sound like a secretary to me.
Pretty much.
That motherfucker fired me.
She was heated off that shit. Like, bitch, nigga, I ain't no fucking
No
secretary.
motherfucker said Alabama wasn't nothing but a secretary.
I gets paid here. Fuck wrong with you?
Bitch, please. Then they was mad because when I fucked around in the union, got my job back, I fucked around and became a union rep.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, we can use you. I'm like, yes, you can.
I'm having one show on this joint. I'm getting in touch with a lot of motherfuckers, but I'm gonna have a show with a union show. We bring on union reps and people that used to be in the union and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, already. Yeah, I definitely want to have that conversation. I want people to understand. Again, this is another black topic where you gotta understand that a union is real handy for a black person. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. As a black person,
as a black person,
yeah, bro.
And if you got a big mouth and you an asshole and you ain't in a union, you ain't gonna keep no job.
That's true.
Exactly,
yeah. Like most niggas don't want to have people disrespecting them, right?
Right.
Or especially a white person.
Or if you one of them ones that you go to work and I ain't doing all that shit. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Motherfucker ain't gonna talk to me.
Yeah.
If you one of them people and you ain't in the union, you ain't gonna never keep no job. Because you ain't got nobody that's gonna fight for you.
You ain't got no transportation either. You ain't gonna keep no job.
Hell no.
I swear to God, man. I got fired 7 times from the same job, right? But if you there, you seen half of those motherfuckers.
I know.
When you think about it, it's like, huh? Because I had a fucking union, bro. Yeah. I have no choice. If you ain't in a union to plead your case, you out the door, and you out the door. You know what I'm saying? That'd be it for you,
right? If you ain't working under no rules and no regulations that's been collectively bargained,
man,
but you can't say, or you can't go in there and say, man, y'all can't do this.
Oh yeah, let me prove my case because he
got no book. You ain't got no book to open up and say, look, this is paragraph, this is page 13, paragraph, boom, 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 and clause, woo, woo, woo.
Hell yeah.
That's your ass. I seen it happen.
I literally want everybody. That's another conversation I want to have, that union conversation. Yeah. It's important, bro.
It's very important.
I don't want people to be running around telling you, oh, they taking money out of the check, so you don't need that. Nah, bro.
Look.
Fuck. That little bit of chump change, you not having a job is way huger than that little chump change coming out.
That they gonna take.
You best believe it, bro.
Yeah. Because the employer gonna tell you quick, I don't know why y'all paying the union that money.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you an employer will tell you all kind of shit and get into your head and tell you don't need this.
Hell yeah.
But as soon as you slip up and you late one day, and they can come on, without a union they can fire you and don't need no cause.
You know what I'm saying? You just out the fucking door,
right? And you ain't no arbitration.
And when there ain't no union, they got stricter the rules too. Right.
And then when you got rules that collectively bargain and say, this is what we agree to. And on both sides, they got to stick to it just like you got to stick to it. And then, you got somebody that'll represent you and fight on your behalf. Come on. That's worth the little couple dollars they take out your check.
Exactly. I already learned that early.
Hell yeah. I learned it. Like I told you. They fired me because I called the damn broad a secretary. I called her by a job description. What do you do? And I had to ask her, hold up. You said I called her a secretary. You act like that's a dirty word. And that's what she was. She answered the phone. She took notes.
Yeah.
She filed papers.
I got fired twice in the first 6 months. On a job that I worked 13 years at.
Yep.
Ain't that some shit? The first 6 months I was there, I got fired twice.
Yeah.
I ended up working there 13 years. Now you think about that as a union. If you don't have no union, then I got fired 5 more times after that. But if you don't have no union, there's no way you going from 0 to 13. It ain't no motherfucking way. Fuck that.
And these people, and I lasted longer than shit. They got me. Shit. Vinny tried to get me fired.
Oh man, stop.
Pat tried to get me fired. Let me see. A couple more. Rodney wanted to fire me, but I'd have whooped his ass. And I had people in there I had people wanted to fire me, and I didn't even work in their department. Motherfucker Vivian wanted to fire me.
Vivian got me twice.
Bitch, I don't work for you.
Got me twice. She fired me the first time I got fired. First one. Tell me I ain't had no smocks on or some shit she said, man. Fired my ass. I had an orange hat on though.
Oh Lord. Yeah, they had to take that shit. They had to stop her from that shit. She was just firing people just because she came in there mad.
Yeah, he told me to go back. I think somebody had left or some shit. He told me to go back and work. And I was there for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? That bitch was firing everybody that first week. Bitch. She was not playing.
Crazy.
He'll fire you for the littlest shit, bro.
Right.
You be mad as shit.
That's when she was on, especially when she was on second shift, and she was firing people right and left, and they had to tell her, look, bitch, you can't fire nobody no more.
You're doing too much.
You're doing too
I wrote that
much.
bitch up all 1,100 times, man. I was writing that bitch up 24/7. They put that bitch shit on pause. Some shit where she can't, she supervises, but she can't tell you what to do or some shit. This shit was crazy.
It just like, look, bitch, you don't control nothing but that warehouse. You keep you and your little dyke girlfriend.
She got quiet though, that motherfucker. Shut her ass up.
Yeah. And so people, I mean,
that's another thing. I had an opportunity. I wrote supervisors up ASAP.
Oh, I know.
I wrote their asses up so much.
I know.
That's one thing. Think about that. As an average motherfucker, right? Your friend can write the supervisor up, but he treats you like some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, nigga, did you do what to him? Okay, come on, let's go to office. That y'all don't understand how huge that is on a work. You know what I'm saying? Work site, bro. That's huge, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. When there's an average worker that's working with you, hear the bullshit from a supervisor or something. Hey, bro, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's some important shit, you know? And that union rep is equivalent to a supervisor.
Like, look,
it's just crazy.
You know, it's times where you need some reputation. It's some representation.
Hell yeah.
Because some people out there are just straight ignorant. And you know, you get the job and you want to tell your boss what to do. And it don't work like that. And then if you ain't got nobody that's in your corner, you know, see the union is just like one of these prepaid lawyers everybody keep hollering about they got. You know, I give my lawyer $500 a month. But, okay, you don't get a union that much. You know, you get that man $500 a month to keep you out of jail. Okay, you get this motherfucker union $2-3 a week to keep your job.
We're definitely that's gonna be a good show right there. I got like some people that work inside the unions and shit like that. So
yeah,
we're gonna have that conversation. Let everybody. I just want to have that broad conversation. So anybody listening to this, black or minority
or asshole,
when y'all hear, like, y'all just gotta know about unions inside out. Where if y'all hear it, y'all be like, hold on, that might be good for me, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the NFL and them got unions. Like, why would they have that?
Right.
When they making millions. Like, you got to think about that, bro. You need people to treat you right.
And because, look, the employers, you know, they'll pay you a little bit more change an hour, you know, not to be in the union, you know, not to vote that union there.
Mm-hmm.
But the shit they gonna do behind the scenes, they ain't gonna pay you. They ain't gonna pay you the money. They ain't gonna pay you the money you really supposed to get. You know, they'll play funny with your hours.
Hell yeah.
They'll do all this shit. They'll fire you with or without cause at a heartbeat and don't have to answer no question about it. Oh, you holler about I'm gonna sue their ass. Okay. You ain't got no money. How you gonna sue?
That's true. Yeah.
You got to go get another job to sue the job that fired you. So by the time you do that, shit, your bills and shit is piled up. You ain't suing nobody. So look, I'm just gonna
have that show one day. Right. That's gonna be a nice joint.
Because Amazon, they trying to union up in Amazon. Amazon fighting like shit.
Yeah, they got one joint though. I think in New York.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, I think that's the one.
got away with that one joint. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but yeah, they gonna keep fighting like in the rural states and in the country. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Those people are more beholden to the owners of these companies because it's the only jobs in town.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for you to talk to those people because their situation is just it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like that just job there, and then it's no more after that. So I get it, some of this shit though, but
yeah, they'll threaten to shut that shit down.
Yeah,
we'll shut it down.
Like that fuck a whole town up quick if a whole plantation leave. Like most plantations got 600-700 people working there.
Yeah,
you know how many people that is connected to the country? I mean, that town, wherever it's at, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like you go down on the Eastern Shore where Frank Purdue is
oh my
king.
God!
And you go across that bridge. Imagine if down in that area, Purdue just left.
Exactly.
Shit.
Crazy. I had to go down that joint for a month and work undercover and shit, right? So where you got just act like you part of the workforce and shit, but you really in a union, you gathering notes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you trying to motherfucking get everybody you trying to get them to form a union. So I was down there. I don't know if you was still there at the time when I left for 2 months.
I remember.
Yeah. So
because I'm not even gonna.
They were trying to fire everybody in that motherfucker. ASAP.
I'm not even gonna bring that 2 months you was gone.
They trying to fire everybody in sight. Mm-hmm. You know, so they was calling me left and right. Hey, bro, when you come back? I'm like, fuck going on? Hey, they trying to fire me, bro.
They try to fire you. And somebody had to make that trip. Felt they had to make that trip out there every weekend to check on you and his wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. Besides going out there doing that, being actually in a union and shit, bro, and being on the field and out there like that shit was just crazy, bro. Even though I got cussed out a lot and shit, like when you go in somebody's door and be like, bro, you want to join the union? Fuck Purdue. They be looking at you like, man, who the fuck are you? Purdue, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You be looking like the outsider and shit. But I swear to God, if you was to go out and talk to those people, they'd look at you like, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up about Purdue, that's our God.
Yeah, that's how they do.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I went in the store, bro. It's like this little corner store out that joint. And they said coats and hats and food, all that shit in that joint, right? Candy and all that shit. So I'm in that joint looking around because the plant is across the street. So I'm we trying to catch all the workers and shit and talk to them and shit like that. So I'm in the motherfucking joint, but the people that own the store, they call it Purdue. This shit was crazy, bro. They had niggas come over that joint and stand out that joint, make sure we ain't talking to none of the workers and shit. This shit was crazy, bro. Then we go to the joint. They got motherfucking like a plantation field, right?
Damn.
And they got like these motherfucking what's those things they got in North Carolina in the country where they what's those things? Them trellis with the little like houses and shit.
Oh.
But they trellis.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And they got a whole bunch of trellis out in the fields, bro. You know, they ain't fixed up though. They just trellis. No electricity, just out that joint, bro.
Out there.
Go out that joint, they got about 200 Haitians out that joint, bro.
Damn.
Working in the motherfucking plant, living out there, bro.
Hey, that's some back in the day. That's some plantation shit for real.
So we go in that joint like the daytime, try to talk to them and shit, getting cussed out. They throwing us out the joint. We talking about a joint with just no heat, no air conditioning, no lights and shit. It was just a motherfucking trailer sitting out there, trailers all over the place, and a whole bunch of Haitians in that joint. See, I don't even think that shit was legal though.
It probably wasn't, but they didn't put some shit in them people's head where in the fact they believe that shit is good.
It was a tragedy.
And then them people, and then them people looking out for them.
Yeah, they was making like $8 some shit. I tried to convince them that they should make more. That's below it. Man, they was like, man, they don't stop. Leave me alone.
And people don't realize, or maybe some do, but don't care, that no matter how much they pay you, they can pay you $15 an hour. but they making way more than that off your ass.
Oh fuck yeah. When I was doing negotiations and shit, nigga, I used to look up that how much they made a year and all that shit. I used to be in that shit. When I sat at that table, man, I used to fuck them up, bro. I wish I could get Clyde on this podcast one day. He might do that one day. He never saw Clyde on his joint, Keystone on his joint.
Oh my god!
So the management of that joint.
Well,
Clyde on his joint.
I be seeing Keystone Facebook and
yeah.
I be seeing your man Larry Fields.
I don't be saying him. He must block me
all the time. He might have blocked you.
Most definitely block me for sure. Don't want to see me or don't want me to see him for sure. Both.
Hey, look, if the two people he don't want to, Larry don't want to see is you and Trey.
I think he blocked me. Yeah. I ain't seen him in years.
Yeah, he just had a.
You saying he be posting shit? So I know he'll block. I don't see that. That he a clown. I know I'm blocked. I ain't
all right.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, nigga, you mad?
I think I seen that somewhere. Yeah, I seen that joint somewhere. I think he might have blocked me though. Might have been because I don't remember it. If you're new here, this is the podcast for the 9 to 5 Average Joes. We get that take on all trending topics, and we call that the third perspective.
Oh,
now, bro, I want to talk about Bruce Springsteen for a minute, yeah. Because he had tickets for Ticketmaster, bro. Can you imagine how much these tickets was?
I can believe it. He probably, I'm gonna say at least 1,000.
Man, they wanted $4,500 a ticket, bro.
This motherfucker ain't had a hit in 20 years.
No, when I thought about it though, okay, it is Bruce Springsteen. Okay,
it's Bruce. It's the ball.
45.
Oh please, man, that's it.
Dude. Jay-Z cost that?
Hell no.
That's what I thought. I don't think nobody cost that, do they?
Jay-Z and them gonna hit you for about 300 or 400.
4,500 to see Bruce.
Nah, the Rolling Stones ain't even charging that damn much.
That's a steep hill to climb there, bro.
Nah.
Who thought of that motherfucking price? I would never know.
Man, I knew this was
Ticketmaster.
This was some years back. I knew shit had got out of hand, and because Al Green was coming to town, I said I always wanted to see Al Green perform. There's two people. I want to see Al Green, and I want to see the Isley Brothers. Frankie Beverly made suit. So Al Green was coming to Constitution Hall. I think it was Constitution Hall, one of them. So I go on the thing. I'm gonna look up some Al Green tickets. I'm going to see Al Green.
You know?
I'm thinking it's going to be some reasonable shit. You might charge about $40, $50, some shit like that. Shit, they wanted $200 to see Al. And I'm like, Al ain't had a motherfucking hit since 1976.
You know?
You must be out your damn mind.
But I mean, you think about it, it's like, what we paying for? Like, is it somebody you would pay $4,500 for? Oh, nah, I ain't going to say that because I wouldn't pay nobody.
Hell no.
Is it somebody that deserved that payment? Like, is it somebody?
No. I look. The greatest entertainer that ever was. The greatest showman, the greatest entertainment that ever lived was Michael Jackson. I'm not paying that to see Mike.
That is a steep climb, bro.
I'm not paying that to see Michael Jackson.
Would you pay that much to play basketball with Jordan for a half hour?
No, I don't like Jordan.
Hold up, what? What are you talking about?
I ain't paying no.
What?
Hey, we done been through this before. I'm not a Jordan fan.
Huh? What? Oh my god! So you definitely won't pay $45. But do you think playing basketball with Jordan is worth $4,500 for the half hour?
No.
What? Now that's worth it, bro. $4,500 to play half hour with Michael Jordan. Yeah, that there. Sign me up.
Okay, I mean they're by the same token. Then for somebody it's worth $4,500 to go see Bruce Springsteen.
I don't know about that.
And you're gonna get more than a half hour with Bruce. You can get about a 2-hour concert of all the hits. You get Born in the USA.
That interaction ain't the same as trying to block Jordan blocking your shit, and you trying to stop him from getting rebounds. That's more interaction, but
as soon as he hit me with a bowl, I'm still a shit.
Oh my God, I never heard anybody say they ain't like Jordan before.
Well, there's a lot of people out there don't like Jordan.
That's just
like Jordan, don't like
LeBron
crying ass.
Oh, LeBron, yeah, he's a baby. I got time for that shit.
Yeah, but hold on. You used to defend him like you defend Kwame.
Nah, I stopped that early. That was like his 4th season. I've been done with him. Like, nah. I don't know what game that was, but it just wasn't pretty for me. I was like, bro, he good, but not no. Remember when he first came? Matter of fact, he was there. I thought he was gonna be the next Jordan. He was my man, but he didn't do it.
Kwame Brown.
LeBron when he first came out.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be my man, but somewhere I didn't feel it. It didn't click. It never. He was never. I thought he was gonna be better than Jordan, but he wasn't there.
Nah, I never thought he would be the next Jordan. You know, I'm not a Jordan fan. I don't like Jordan, but I'll give Jordan his props. Jordan, you know, I still don't think he's the best basketball player of all time.
Who the fuck can it be though? If it ain't him,
I always say Magic.
Hey, some stuff just be like, yeah, you can't say it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna make you look hard though, bro.
You know, it's subjective. It's opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I always thought LeBron was more Magic than Jordan. He's more in the mode of what Magic was. I
think LeBron a little overrated. I think he way overrated for real. I don't even think he put me in no discussions with Michael Jordan.
That's what Deshaun Stevenson said. And everybody wanted to shoot him.
Because it's like you putting him somewhere he ain't supposed to be, and then you making somebody argue with it. Like, no, bro. Right. It's like keep him down there. He not like his time right now. Look, he the most like pushed athlete right now. Him and Brady.
What did it for me with LeBron and trying to put LeBron over Jordan and Magic and even
and he ain't better than Kobe. Huh?
Is that when he don't want the ball at the end of the game?
That would turn me off. Yeah.
How, dude? It's your team.
I don't be liking that.
You supposed to be the best player in the NBA.
That's the thing that turned me off, man. Because early in his career, because I was like, bro. I grew up watching Jordan, and one thing about the last seconds is everybody know who getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? And when you start this bullshit, throwing it there and throwing it there, it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Right. You knew Jordan was gonna get that ball. Pippen wasn't getting the ball.
Yeah.
You know,
even when Jordan retired, they ain't get Pippen the ball. Getting Kukos. Like, nigga, you're not worthy, motherfucker.
Oh man,
fuck wrong with you?
That barrel was hot. I ain't getting the ball.
Yeah, he's mad.
I ain't going back in the game.
He started getting mad, yeah. But it just came down to coaching, motherfucker.
You knew Magic was gonna get the ball. Magic might, if Magic ain't got no shot, he'll dump it in Kareem.
I don't know. Magic would take that shot too. Remember he took the hook.
He got the shot. He gonna get it to somebody who got the shot.
Yeah, he definitely will take that shot though.
Magic, and we know Kobe. Fuck the end of the game. Kobe ain't giving up the ball at no point in the game.
And then when I think about it, 4,500 for Michael Jackson, I might could do that too, though, bro. Michael Jackson. I think that might be the only person on earth I could do that. Well, he died.
I'm saying
so. I'm trying to think of somebody.
4,500
is just way over the top, bro.
4,500 for Michael.
You gotta
Jackson.
Be special.
He better bring Tito and him with him too.
Michael Jackson, though, that's.
But Michael could get it. And he might have been close to getting it because them shows he was going to.
It depends. Like if he hitting all his hits and stuff, I can do that. I can sit there and listen to everything for 4,500. Yeah.
But he was getting broke off when he was doing all them shows over in London at the O2 Arena before he died.
Like one song.
This is it. But I mean, if I had it like that, you got damn right. It might get it.
I mean,
because just to see him do the Thriller album alone, just to see him do everything off of Thriller, that's worth 45. I get it.
I'm saying if he doing multiple hits, it's easy 45. You could spend that. But I can't imagine anybody else on earth or alive or dead that one can do that with.
The only other person
I play basketball 30 minutes for Jordan 4,500 though.
The only other person other than Michael Jackson that would be close.
Michael Jackson for sure
would be Prince.
Maybe Prince 4,500.
Prince got hit. Prince got hit south of Wazoo.
My man had to come out there with him. Doors Day.
Oh yeah, if he got Moore's with him.
Oh yeah, Moore's Day. Yeah, Moore's definitely 4,500. I pay 45 for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. It's some things you would be like, that's too much, but I can do that.
But see, for 4,500 for just one person, you got.
It gotta be Michael Jackson shit.
If you got Michael, it gotta be Michael.
Got to be, yeah.
With the brothers and Janet, and let me see.
Damn sure gotta be Janet too, yeah.
And T.
Yeah.
4,500 is steep,
Janet,
bro.
Janet
and that one nipple.
And I want to see the titty. So
especially with Janet, yeah.
Yeah, Janet got to pop the breast out. So, I mean, but I ain't about paying.
Janet about 70 now and shit though.
I don't know. Janet's 50 something.
Shit.
Yeah,
She can't be 50.
50 something. She just had when she had the baby. She had the baby at 50.
She had the baby at 50.
Yeah. She was 50 when she had the
About
baby.
8 years ago, eh?
Nah, it ain't been that long. The baby about 3. Janet about 53, 54.
53. Yeah.
And Janet the second youngest.
Yeah, because what's her name?
The youngest.
Latoya, I think.
Nah, Latoya is like Latoya might be pushing 70.
God.
Let me see.
You think so?
Hell yeah, Reby is the oldest.
Yeah.
I think Reby the oldest. Jackie's up there. Latoya's up there. Jermaine is up there. The three youngest was Michael, Janet, and Randy.
Janet, would you pay 4,500 for Janet?
If that titty come out for the whole, and it got to be out for the whole show.
Yeah,
it's the whole show.
It got to be lickable too.
She got to do the show topless.
You got to be able to lick it too.
Yeah,
4,500 is a lot. I don't know. You can't like Bruce Springsteen. They charge Bruce Springsteen tickets for $4,500.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's crazy.
I'm not watching him for no $4,500.
But who would you watch? Who would you pay for that?
I would watch all the greatest of all time for that. I would watch Michael Jackson, Prince, Moore's Day in the Time.
Okay, all of them together, yeah.
With Jackson 5. It gotta be with Jackson 5. It gotta be with Moore's Day in the Time with Vanity 6.
God damn.
Yeah. It gotta be with Vanity 6.
Yep.
Apollonia 7.
Special guest James Brown.
Oh, Apollonia too.
Apollonia 7.
I can't pay 4,500 for James Brown.
I'm not paying that much for Apollonia, but Vanity.
I'm talking about with all of them together.
Oh, Vanity. So you have Vanity, Apollonia 6.
Yeah.
Both of them together.
Yeah. You got
okay. Yeah.
I want the opening act to be the Isley Brothers. All 6 of them. Let me see.
Prior to Ice Cube had that little book, I would have thought about it. If he would have done every song he ever had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And NWA, everybody was there. I had no problem with that. But now, fuck no.
And he got to do.
What's the name of that?
He got to do Dead Homies.
The contract of Black America.
Oh my God.
That'd be his song right there.
The contract. That shit right there, Q, boy. You was my man till you did that.
You gotta come up with a beat for that.
Not that though.
The contract of
Black America. I don't know why I forgot that name for real. For us, right there. I forget that, you know. Contract for Black. The worst.
That nigga's ignorant.
Now before that, he was my man. I could have done something, but no. I would probably put that 45, try to string it together somewhere. Now I don't even think about you, boy. Like
his bands is Steve Bannon,
Oh my God! Don't remind me.
He
Don't remind me.
he funded the Big Three.
Yep.
And he about to go to jail.
Got 2 counts.
Okay.
Steve Bannon. He funded the Big Three. Everybody don't know. He started off the funders of that.
I got a question back to our previous subject. Would you pay $4,500 for an Aretha Franklin versus Whitney Houston versus?
Did they do that?
Hell no, they both did.
Yeah, both.
No, they did. Who was the? Oh,
they did. Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight, yeah.
They did Gladys Knight and somebody.
I wouldn't pay no 45 no refund.
Oh no.
Gladys Knight and
Shaka Khan. No,
was it Shaka Khan or Patti LaBelle?
Oh, definitely wasn't Patty. It couldn't have been Patty.
Patty did a versus though.
I think she did.
I'm not sure. Was it against Shaka Khan or was it against?
She did. Damn.
What was the first one?
I know Gladys Knight was on one of them joints.
I remember they did a Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. I think that was like the first one. That was one of the first ones.
The very first one was Timberland and Swiss Beats.
Oh yeah.
And people start hopping on.
Exactly.
Manny Fresh did some who was Manny Fresh and DJ what was his name?
But that one they did was last month with Ray J and
that was terrible.
That was just terrible. Ray J
and since then, he had to get vocal lessons again.
Did you see the joint where he had the baby in his hand? He was really fucking up right there, boy.
That nigga gone.
It remind you why everybody got managers and publicists, bro. They were all told you not to do that.
but you know the nigga say he was on was it? I think it was on the talk. He said he changed his name at the beginning of the year. He changed his name to Tron.
Tron.
Who did that?
Ray J gonna change his name to Tron at the beginning of the year because he's in a spaced out frame of mind or some shit like that. His act,
if you would like to call it, was a spaced out thing of mine.
That nigga's gone.
So what the fuck was that? He over there jogging in place and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
He was tripping, yeah.
Ain't it supposed to be versus with Omarion and Mario?
Mario tore his ass up. That was on the same one with the Ray J and
it was one with Ray J came with the baby, yeah.
Yeah, that was the main event. Omarion and
Ray J fucked that up though.
Mario had the better hits than Omarion.
That's just like
I like the joint. The only reason I like it because it makes them make money. They can go overseas. All the niggas on tour.
And you can't spell Mario without Mario.
Yeah.
Like all of them on tour now making money off this shit.
Shit, the best one.
Bow Wow still on tour.
Bow Wow got problems. Orlando Brown just put all this business out there. Told me he got some good. We talking about that good stuff.
Say it's good pussy.
Yeah, that nigga got some good pussy. Like what the fuck?
We gotta remember he was on that show. That's a Raven, right?
Mm.
And she was tripping. Raven Simone herself was tripping.
Yeah, and they was fucking with. They was hitting. He hit it, and she admitted to it.
No, I don't think. You think he did?
He hit it.
He seemed too weird though, bro.
Yeah, she admitted to it.
Yeah.
But you gotta think they both was on the same show. They both was tripping.
Yeah.
One was Raven Simone was tripping early, but
she.
I'm not sure about what she's doing now. She's tripping early.
That bitch be stealing people material. We was talking about this early. Yeah, well, motherfuckers just be taking people. That's her. One of them. She do that.
She a swagger.
B Simone. A bitch that's off of YouTube and just steal people. Like if you ain't seen this comedian, you'll think this bitch was funny. You see what I'm saying? You be like, wait a minute. I heard this somewhere before. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Like, bitch, she takes somebody's shit.
The bitch is a swagger jacker.
Yeah, get her the fuck out of here.
They do now. I mean,
I'm not a comedian, so it's not. It won't make me that mad. But
I'm not
that shit is crazy.
I'm not surprised because they do that in music. They do that in movies. They want to remake shit.
Yeah. You get up that bitch and you get up there saying somebody whole joint, a bitch that did it 2 weeks ago. That's crazy.
It's shit out here that look. It's a classic.
Why you doing
it? Classic when it was done by the original artist, and it's nothing you can add to it.
Why you want to be a comedian if you can't be funny? Why you want to do somebody else shit? Yeah. I mean, you know you're not funny if you're doing somebody else shit, right?
Right.
The fuck? So that's her name, B. Simone. Yeah, she still people's shit. And if you don't know right now, when she do stand up, that's somebody else shit she talking. Get her the fuck out of here.
Cancel that bitch.
Yeah, that's just stupid shit. Speaking of comedians, Lil Duval was in an accident. Y'all heard about this shit? And I think he broke his leg. First of all, y'all. That's me. First of all, y'all know who Lil Duval is?
Yeah. He's a comedian.
Is it?
Sometimes. It depends what you're talking about.
What he playing, man? He wasn't in that much shit, was he?
Best Buds with the weed joint.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All the weed movies mostly on Netflix.
I can't remember.
You know what the fuck I thought he was talking about? Lil JJ.
Huh?
I thought he was talking about Lil JJ. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Lil Duval, yeah. He played on. I mean, he had stand up though, but he played on some other shit though, like movies and shit.
Yeah, he stayed in Bahamas though.
Bahamas.
Yeah, he stayed on vacation.
Not a bad place to stay.
I'm saying he don't live there, but he's always have vacations there, and then he fucked his head up too.
Yeah, this him getting on the ambulance right here.
Rolling.
Nice.
Got people airlifted to the hospital.
Damn. They said he was on his motorcycle joint, and a truck hit him. But look how his leg turned that way. You know how in football when nigga get that shit twisted? You see how his joint turned to the side? That hurts, bro. He fucked up.
Yeah.
Let me see if I saw that again. You see how his leg turned that way? Oh.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Look where's turned at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Dak Prescott.
Exact. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Alex Smith had a worse joint.
Yeah, where it's just turned.
Shit. His joint was worse than Dak, though.
Wait.
Yeah, because his whole joint turned. Yeah. Damn, dude. So I don't know. I can't really say motherfuckers not ride bikes and shit, but at 46, 47, all this stuff not a good idea, bro.
Hey, get your ass in the car.
Well, if I was 45, 46 years old, my ass is not going to do none of that shit.
I already know.
You gotta have it in your head that if something happened to you, it's going to take a long ass time.
Hell yeah. 46 now. And I don't play basketball. I don't do nothing. I want to play basketball so bad. But I already know it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be an ending that I don't like. And it won't be me scoring 30. Me living in some motherfucker with some crushes or something. I ain't got time for that shit, bro.
Sitting in the bed for 30.
Yeah, I just don't have time for that shit. You know? Same thing with football. I want to play football bad as shit, but we already know that in this game, when it's time for us to go spread and go our separate corners, I can't go to work. My shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that gotta live with this shit, not y'all. You know what I'm saying, though? Fuck that. Just, I don't know, man. I want to play bad, though. You know what I'm saying? But I just know.
You gotta find somebody.
First of all, basketball, you can't go a month without twisting your ankle. So that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
See,
so
you gotta find somebody.
And that's going to hurt at 46. Jesus.
Or a little bit older.
Twist your ankle 46, 47, that's going to be a stinger, boy.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
And it's going to last a year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your ankle still sore. Damn. I twist my ankle a year ago. You remember that? You be thinking like, damn, you should still heard that. I remember that now. That was a long time ago. What the fuck? Fuck wrong with you? But damn, dude, I hope you be alright though, bro.
Yeah, that's ugly.
That do not look good. Yeah. He posted a joint on, everybody posting on Instagram and shit. He's talking about he doing good, got the surgery and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing good. I'll be back.
I'll be back at it.
I'll be like Zach Prescott out this month. I'll be back.
Shit, did he? That motherfucker fucked his leg up.
That was a little twister though. Yeah, his shit was twisted all the way around to that way. That hurts. Fuck with you.
His leg went that way.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen some shit that Diddy mama done threatened Mace.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. She
Oh.
tripping off the Twitter shit.
Yeah.
Same thing with y'all know motherfucking name. Is it Charleston White?
Yeah.
YouTube Bama.
Makes
Him and Soulja Boy done got into it. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
he makes Soulja Boy.
See, Soulja Boy's an internet dude too, but he do it as far as music is concerned. You know what I'm saying? I think Main Man is more of just an internet person, period. You know what I'm saying? And they got Soulja Boy gotta be careful because when people bring you into this shit, they on YouTube or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like they trying to get views off this shit. Like he sprayed Soulja Boy with a mace.
Yeah, he did.
See what I'm saying? It's like he just wanted attention.
Yeah. You know, you got so many people nowadays that just famous for no reason.
We was just talking about this
And
again.
he's one of them.
We was just talking about the way a motherfucker from the internet will come into somewhere a genuine where people been doing shit so long, and you just pop up because you got followers or something. Like, bitch, nigga,
Right.
you don't get out of here. You better not take my spot. I was third. I better be third. You know what I'm saying? Now, your YouTube ass coming in here. What's wrong with you?
I mean, look at the Kardashians. You know, you got hoes been putting out pornos for 10 years. And they just took it to a new level over one sex tape. Whole fucking family billionaires.
Now, Charleston White is an internet bomber. You know what I'm saying? He made all his money off the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, where he live streams and shit, you know, and he's just one of those fools. So, like 6ix9ine, he used music the same way for internet. He's an internet fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these people just, they live off the internet, bro. I don't found out, like, if you watch people that go live a lot on like live streams and shit, these people are really addicted to like they're addicted to the internet period.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They're attention hounds.
I was looking at what was that? MTV. They had this girl on there who had lip Botox, facelifts, fake ass, fake titties.
Damn.
Bitch like over 50 years old.
Oh yeah.
Online 24/7. She lost all that. She traded her friends in. She just online, just streaming.
Yeah.
On bingo and shit like that. She about to lose her fucking condo. Her ex-husband, her ex-husband divorced this bitch. She's just on the internet all day, every day. I was like, damn, we need to eat, we need shit.
Right.
He said we shit.
Right. Bitch bowed up.
And Charleston White is 52 years old too.
52.
Yeah. Charleston White. So yeah. Why would you like if I'm Soulja Boy, I'm not even talking to this dude. You know what I'm saying? He's an internet fool. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got internet food meeting the internet food.
That too. Come think of it, yeah. You're right about that. But Charleston White is one of the bigger ones right now, right? What is his material though? What's his?
I don't know.
He just run his mouth or something, right? He just talk. He like Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah, I was about to say him, but once these people start recognition start rising, there's always something happening. Like Kevin Samuels, his shit started becoming out
Yeah,
there real
that type
more.
shit. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he died. But then it was funny because when he died, it was an episode of Atlanta. And he was on the show Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I think he's about to be on a few other joints coming up.
The week later,
they banned Thomas Sotomayor. He can't go live on none of the joints. No YouTube, nothing no more.
Dang.
They say he spread false shit.
Yeah.
And he's bullying. The type of shit, the material he's saying is bullying.
Yeah.
Same thing they said about Trump.
Yeah, they got him off the joint.
That's why they got raw for shit.
And it's crazy because they took Trump off Twitter, right? Yeah. I think Trump made his own thing.
He tried to, but they had
got some social media called some shit. I forgot the name of it.
Technical difficulties with that shit.
He think that shit gonna be easy. That shit ain't easy. But one thing I didn't think of,
I know, like Musk.
Oh yeah,
Musk. He was about to buy Twitter. But
yeah, I was about to say yeah.
Backed out of it,
and now they about to sue his ass.
I was just about to say yeah,
because he an asshole too.
And they sued his ass.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna go through all that, and he gonna back out, and there ain't gonna be no consequences.
Because he said he wanted to do it and then have that bad content back in there.
Yeah,
you know, the bullying. Like if somebody says something, he said the First Amendment. You know, but you can't bully nobody, man.
Yeah, you can't.
Hell no.
That person gonna jump out the fucking window.
You know, it's things you can't do that come along with it. You. Yeah, you free to say what you want, but you can't be online bullying people like you want to, saying what you want to say. You know.
Oh, what you saying earlier?
And then Elon Musk got problems on his own. His daughter. Fucking.
It was a bad business move because when you think about it, when you buy Twitter, you don't know what's bots and who fake and what's all that. It might seem like a lot of people, but half of that shit don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Having people dead too. It's like it's just a lot of joints on there just dead. You don't know how many it is. You know what I'm saying? So as a person buying Twitter, you don't know what's real and what's fake on this bitch. You feel me?
You don't.
So I think that was a bad move to even try to buy that bullshit for real.
Now, if you was to buy a business and you had enough money to buy a business, Amazon be something you should buy.
Man.
Walmart is something you should buy.
Well, if you look on there in Twitter, it says
Twitter,
I got
what the fuck is Twitter?
2 billion followers or something, right?
What was his purpose?
What does Twitter say? I got 2 billion followers, right?
What was his purpose of buying Twitter anyway?
He wanted
to
switch it back how he
make it conservative. He wanted to put Trump back in it so he could talk. He wanted everybody to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Say what they want.
Yeah, say what they want. So if we sitting there saying that, if he was to sit there and say that, what did he say? Some shit like January 6th never happened. Dead flag and shit. On the spot.
Yeah, that type shit. Yeah.
Oh shit, but see, he got enough money. He got enough money.
Like that senator that said that Sandy Hook was a hoax.
Yeah,
kicked their ass off that shit.
They
didn't even give no flag.
Hit a boot
at all.
Hit a boot. Take it.
They booed their ass off that shit. It was like, what the fuck are you saying?
No bullshit.
Hit a boot. Take it.
This nigga came up there in that school and shot them kids. Man, get the fuck out.
Right.
You
know, fucking hoax, you dumbass.
Who's their name?
I forgot her name too. They just got rid of one of the committees too last week. Dang, I forgot her name. She's a Trump person.
You know how much wanted.
He wanted to
do that with Twitter. He got enough. He has enough money where he can do his own.
He wanted to pay $44 million for that joint.
Right. And he could start.
He
could have started his own shit. He got the name recognition.
Twitter ain't no million.
$44 billion. That's a total. But see, that's the thing about. Is it though? You feel me?
What?
Like at any time, everybody can unsubscribe for that joint. And is it worth it that now?
Hell yeah.
And then on top of that, you don't know the right amount of people that's on there. That's joint crazy. I don't know if that's a real business plan. Like you said, you want to do something, you gotta get some shit.
You know the amount of people that subscribe to it. You know you got the subscriber.
Yeah, there's a couple people.
And you know
what?
But
a couple of Trumpers said that Sandy Hook was
Oh yeah, that's their thing. There, that was a hoax. The school joint.
Man,
Everybody was all the things was hoax to them. Yeah, the election was a hoax. Everything.
it is amazing the amount of people that really believe these conspiracy theories.
We're gonna start listening to Tucker Carlson and start putting on HVP podcast. It dive deep, get detail into his ass.
Yeah, that's strange, motherfucker.
Shit he be talking about, bro.
He loved Trump. Trump told that mom. He said something about Trump one time, and Trump was like, "So I get more pussy than you."
Yeah, Trump. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I hope he run, boy. First of all, he's gonna burn down the Republican Party on his way.
Oh man, he gonna burn.
It's gonna be the funnest shit. I just need Biden to run. If he gonna run, just
he gonna
run.
set that motherfucker on
Who
fire
the fuck
like
is
Nero
this?
set
Trump.
on fire.
Who?
ooh Trump.
Yeah. Fuck that. We don't need Trump to run again, but he gonna run.
Yeah, he already
He
said.
definitely gonna run.
Focus definitely.
You talking about a president got impeached twice?
And don't care.
His whole cabinet has been locked up or got 2 counts of something. Like, we didn't get to the bigotry yet, bro. It's like, no, you're not supposed to be president. Like, would you make Tricky Dicky as a president again? What's his name?
Nixon.
Rick Nixon and shit.
Hell no.
And this nigga 8 times another level. Fuck out of here, bro.
But this the day. This the day
Then-
and age we live in, and
This
I
is
mean,
what they like. This is
people are look. Some people are just dumb.
yeah. People want a certain level now these days than it used to be.
Man.
Or I mean, they fall into any goddamn thing that they feed you. They sit there and say, okay, he signed a bill for something about jails. He signed something about black colleges. He got Kodak Black out of jail. He got Lil Wayne out of jail.
Ooh.
But guess what? That don't have nothing to do with me. What about police reform?
Right.
What about guns?
Right.
That's the same thing with Lil Baby talking about some, oh yeah, I fuck with Trump now. He let Kodak Black out. Like, that
Okay.
sounds dumb.
That
You
sounds
let
real
go.
stupid.
You let Kodak Black out.
And guess what? He got in trouble again. Get back
And
in
this
it.
stupid motherfucker, and this stupid nigga running around with oxys.
Mm.
He riding around dirty with an expired license and tags that don't go on the car,
At all.
sitting behind illegal tents, smoking weed. Okay.
And you happy because he got let out.
And you happy that Trump let
And it's not that he let him
asshole
out. I wish other people understand that this was something that was passed. It happened under Trump watch. We get that.
right.
But it wasn't something that it would have happened. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of these,
Without him there, anybody would have been president, that would have happened.
It was
and a lot of the stuff that they had going on was off the back of Obama's administration.
It's the I think I forgot the name of the bill, but where it was second chance or some shit.
Yeah, it was already in the works before he even got there.
So it's not him saying, okay, I want to make a bill to get this person out, or bring me a bill that gets him out. It wasn't nothing like that. It was something that was already happening. He signed off on it.
But you
It was
can't-
real simple.
But you can't do no shit like that, and then you point these big ass
Right.
judges in there that's about to slap motherfuckers time for no reason. That's about to happen.
Damn
People
sure is.
ain't seeing that either.
That's
Ain't
true.
no Shit.
Man,
And if you wanted to make
So it's
things
like damn
right,
if you do, damn if you don't. So
exactly.
okay, you can sign the bill for the blacks to go to jail, but you about to get hundreds more blacks going in, more what that's coming out.
Yeah. It's like
Gonna
you,
be
like you're not making sense. You happy for that,
Right,
but
you
what
happy
about
that-
all the black men getting locked up for
you
bullshit?
happy because Kodak Black got
That's
out.
stupid.
But you got people in there that's wrongly convicted.
He
You got-
dumb.
You got people that's in there that's been sentenced to shit they shouldn't have been sentenced under guidelines.
Man, that nigga
You
dumb.
got fucked up sentencing guidelines. You got people in there that's dying. You know, they got health issues that they could be let out on medical parole. You're not doing nothing about that, but you let Kodak Black out, and for this stupid.
And that right
motherfucker,
there make it
that's
enough.
the greatest thing you ever did. You
That
ever
sounds
seen in your
dumb.
fucking life. And this asshole, and Kodak Black, one of the biggest assholes on the planet.
True.
See, here we go. I mean, we in 2022, right? We're at this stage where somebody can shoot somebody, take somebody's life, right? And then, you know, the motherfucker going through court and shit, you know. Then, you know, motherfuckers be posting shit or have a t-shirt, free this person.
Free Pimp C.
And this motherfucker killed somebody.
That's what I mean. It's like,
so
you happy let him out of jail. This nigga broke the law. Let that, whatever that is, what you happy about that for? You're going to change your mind on a bigot racist.
Right.
You's a bigot lover now.
Right.
You know where around that.
Like motherfuckers going around defending R. Kelly. R. Kelly shouldn't have got this and that.
Yeah, his sister's out there saying he wasn't a victim. The parents was giving the kids.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I agree with that, and I agree that the parents
this is responsible.
Locked up.
Yeah, his wife too. All them motherfuckers.
All of them should be locked up. They should be sitting right there with him. Especially that one I read about last week. The mother that coached her daughter.
Yeah, that type shit. Yeah.
On how to seduce R. Kelly and get pregnant by him.
Yeah.
Bitch, is you lost your mind?
It's sad that he locked up for this, bro. I understand he, in people's eyes, he might be he's not even a pedophile. This stuff that's coming out, and not even pedophile type shit. It's just a famous motherfucker getting fed bitches.
Basically.
It's just basically this all that's happening. He provided a spot to keep him some bitches. Now the people that's bringing them to him, he trusting them.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. They didn't really initially charge him for the other victims. They
I forgot they were charging
for a dead Aaliyah.
Yeah. That's sad.
They brought her up. And they ran with it.
Little father was gonna kill his ass.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
Yeah, the father was.
You know, if she was alive, she'd be turning over and saying, "Don't use me to lock him up." Out of all people, me to lock my nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
But
your case come down to me. What the fuck wrong with you?
the other fucked up part was that, okay, R. Kelly dated her, but also did Dame Dash too.
Yeah, later on, yeah.
But she was
older then, though.
She was of age when Dame got her.
Yeah.
She was at age.
Just about, but she was
12 when R. Kelly had it.
You know?
He hit that thing when he was 12. Good shit.
He had to be close.
And motherfucker was 13 when he was pissing on.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
See, that's the nasty shit that got his ass hemmed up. Come on, bro.
Not good.
You can't go around pissing on youngins.
Now, if I was to go to a store or if I walked around or something and somebody was playing R. Kelly, now in my mind I'm like, okay, now I feel like I'm gonna piss on somebody.
I'm gonna go.
What do you say?
You know what I'm saying? Every time you hear 12 play or
that's my joint too.
What's the other joints? Honey Love.
Yeah.
You know, man.
I'm talking about them slow joints. Feeling on your booty. Feeling on your booty. I'm talking about them slow joints.
Nigga said feeling on your booty.
Every time you hear that, you be like, man, I'm gonna piss on somebody.
I'm about to say, when he did 12 play, what number was the piss?
12 play. 12 play. My shit.
The other jump, sex me, baby.
Oh man, everything he should, all that shit, man.
All that shit.
You remind me of my G.
Had them bitches getting naked. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you here live right now, I appreciate you a whole lot tuning into the Third Perspective Podcast. It's something we do every week. We go back in time and we check out old rappers and their interviews and freestyles and shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? We go out and check them out and give our critiques on it. 1 through 5 mics. I don't know if Tony been in this for.
Nope.
Nah. So what we do?
It's my first night in the studio.
So what we do is we go back in time. We listen to rappers and shit. And give our critiques at the end. 1 through 5 mics. Each person get their mics and shit for their ass. You know what I'm saying? So last week, you ever gave it 4 or 5, right? There was a girl on that. She was all right though.
Yeah, she was all right.
Or the week before, one of those weeks.
Last week.
Yeah. So yeah, we go back in time and check out interviews too. Freestyles, whatever they did before they got famous or while they was trying to get famous, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna try to figure out where they at now, you know what I'm saying, dog? Compared to that bullshit they did then, or if it wasn't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we call that, let me see. Now, our worst joint was we was talking about this shit the other day.
Blueface. Crucial Conflict
was terrible, bro.
Yang Yang Twins.
And the Yang ain't saying shit.
Oh Lord, not the Yang.
Yang Yang Twins.
Those good old days when rap.
This week we're gonna do Jadakiss. Now everybody know Jadakiss can flow, right? So we're gonna judge his freestyle right now. 1 through 5 mics and shit. This Jadakiss freestyled way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I tried to catch that joint early before they really was blowing up. But this Jadakiss right here on the Third Perspective podcast. At the end, we're gonna give our critiques on Jadakiss rapping here. You know what I'm saying? That.
You already know. Yeah, yo, I tell you this much, hip hop is not dead. Change gon' come, just like Barack said. Money, power, respect, like the lock said. You'll be the man of the house, my pop said. Now can you picture me rolling like Pac said? Do it for the inmates and all of the hotheads. Heat the streets up right quick, it's all timing. Gucci everything, Sierra Leone diamonds. Tell you this. This ain't even a rap, this is controlled substance. Yeah, hold on. You can curse. Yo, head on head collision. I'm a problem and nobody can solve them. I'm long division on the road to success, but it's more of a mission. They said I would be dead or I was going to prison. One of them is certain, but the other one isn't. I made rare decisions, rock diamonds that impaired your vision. Even supplied y'all years for lism. Like I'm just starting, but I got years of wisdom. Price I got, nigga, took years to get him. Whenever you see him, notice the same peers is with him. He destroys tracks the minute he hears the rhythm. Only a hell of a flow, but his ears forbidden. If you think this is a ringtone, yeah, you kidding? 50,000 records sold, right? Yeah, you kidding? It was his time to go. He ain't care who did him. Didn't appreciate life and got aired for living. PCP by the leader, good Chiba. Sergio Tech sweatsuit, good Adidas. Jewels is invisible that we was supposed to get from them. Used to send them to the store, now we blowing pit with them. Nowadays it's different. I was fortunate because I did a lot of listening. The new era is missing it. Everybody 357 and 4/5 in it. Drug program 2 to 4, 3 to 6 in it. Feds send niggas way out by Lake Michigan. Put the coke in the tires only if they Michelin. Never talk on the phone, only deal with official men. You don't even know homie that put you in the shit you in. Got a busy schedule and I don't think I can fit you in. What's good for me ain't good for them. No matter what set you claim or what hood you in, I hit you when I find a wood box for them to put you in. Yeah, and you don't stop, and you can't stop. Yo, a lot of niggas lost their pops to the drug game. Other niggas lost their blocks when the thugs came. They knew how to box, they ain't know about the slug game. Soon as the money get right, that's when the love change. Niggas know who to call when they want raw. Kiss is the cornerstone of the corner store. D-Block General, he stay shining in the back of the van. 2K9 and my dope so strong it's giving fiends the hiccups. Coke so high, got niggas doing stick-ups. Found out another nigga dead like the piff up. Make sure one is in the head, load the fifth up. Played my hand right, baby, I held aces. Nothing on the scene but blood and shell casings. Nike gloves on the team, they can't trace us. Snitches in the witness protection, getting faceless. These niggas will never be able to fuck with me. Say my grace before I give them a $150. The whole hood with me, they hating, we all spiffy. Everything's a short shot, none iffy. Yeah, April 7th, baby, the last kiss, you know.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Jay, what you think?
I know Jadakiss anyway. I know how he flows, his style. He went on this joint. He shut during the verses. He did shut the Dipset up. Shut him out. Shut him out by himself. By the way.
No, yeah, he was tripping. Yeah,
he was tripping out. On that freestyle though, I give him a 4. Give him a 4. He did mess up in the beginning, but then he didn't know if he could cuss or not. He was like, oh yeah, you could cuss. Oh, okay.
That's the part I call.
Yeah, it's like, do you interpret that as him fucking up or him not trying to say cuss words?
It sounded like he wasn't trying to cuss because the beginning of his rhyme, he did the beginning part. He didn't cuss, but it sounded like he was thinking about other shit and then go on. But he did a good job though. That's how you supposed to. That's how you do it.
John, what
Yeah.
you think?
I think that free. It was tight. It was tight. And I'm with Jay on this one. He was before he could cuss. He was like, I guess he was lost. He couldn't put it together like he wanted to. But when he found out he could cuss, he said, hey, go ahead. Just to say that shit. And he really found his rhythm and shit.
It just went all the way through.
When he could cuss, he got his rhythm in it. And in.
Yeah.
So if the whole thing was like, if the whole freestyle was like after he found out he can cuss, if he was,
yeah.
I'd have gave him a 5, but I'm gonna deduct the 1 point for that. So I'm gonna give him a 4 also.
4 mics.
4 mics.
I don't know. The joint was all right. I say I would give him 4 if he fucked up. It's hard for me to decipher what he was doing at the beginning. Because he did it a few times and shit, right? Not one time. He did it a few times. We stopped.
Then he did it again next.
So it's hard for me to say if he's fucking up or looking for skipping cuss words or what was happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard. You know what I'm saying? To decipher that shit.
Right.
So I'm gonna give him 4 mics too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got 4 mics all around the table and shit. He got 4 mics on that. Jadakiss.
Because we found out something tonight, and we learned something that cuss words make a big difference.
And some people,
especially if you got canned rhymes and shit.
Yeah.
Some people just terrible. Like we heard way worse than what the fuck.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm saying when that stumbling part, just you just can't tell which one it was, but he wasn't fucking up. He was right. He's still flowing.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was blue face.
Oh no, that was terrible.
He rapped for 10 seconds. That was it.
Yeah, that was terrible right there.
Yeah, 2 bars. That was it.
Disgusting. Shame with rappers right there. He shouldn't even been a rapper.
Fucking towel after that. I was like, man, get the fuck out there.
So that's Jadakiss, and I think he was in the basement. That's 4 mics all around the table, though. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I fucks with him. If he ain't fuck at the beginning, I would have gave him 5. But when you think about it, it's Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah.
Those good old days when rap.
That is Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Though? Man, appreciate you, Tony, man, for coming through on the podcast tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Though?
Ain't no thing.
Sliding through.
Yeah.
The third perspective, you know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate everybody worldwide be tuning in. Southeast, Northeast DC for show. You know what I'm saying? Maryland, Virginia, checking us out. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Hood View Politics and We Got Soul podcast for show. You know what I'm saying? Got something to say for you, Jay? Jay was late to the party too. There, y'all already noticed him coming in.
I was late to the party. My bad. Well, I had some shit that took too goddamn long.
Better late than not at all. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody go out there, check out candidates, vote November. Some people is for you, some people are very much against you.
Very, very much.
So you just gotta think about what you're doing.
That's for sure.
You gotta go out there and vote versus not voting at all.
Yeah, that's not an option. Not voting is never an option, bro. Tony, you got something to say for you, though?
Yeah, I just saying. I don't thank y'all for allowing the brother to finally come on through. You finally got me up in here, but I had a blast tonight, and all y'all out there, look, y'all take care of yourselves. We want to see y'all get old. You know what I'm saying? So y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all watch out for this COVID, and they got this damn monkeypox running around here now.
Oh no, they saying the monkeypox some sexual shit though, bro.
Yeah, that shit started with
I'm starting to think it is.
It started with some gumps over in England.
I think so.
just like fucking AIDS started with some gumps. Yeah, the monkeypox, that's some gump shit. You know.
And I know as everybody come on the news, they the homosexuals they had it.
Right. Them homo.
One motherfucker say he had COVID, he wouldn't get tested for COVID, and he had monkeypox.
He fucked all up.
All the same time. We wheezing, coughing, and scratching.
Damn.
We all fucked up for the motherfucking summer, man. What wrong?
Fuck yeah. Look, y'all take care of yourself because hey, look, it's a lot of shit out here that penicillin can't cure. And we want to see y'all.
There's an IG model talking about the bitch had AIDS, talking about she ain't know it. I don't know if y'all heard about that. IG model, all that thing, fucking rappers and shit, talking about she ain't know it.
Nasty ass.
She not right. She should be locked the fuck up.
Basically like HIV.
You saw the monkeypox?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's lesions.
It looks like HIV here.
HIV, like you got lesions on their face.
Yeah. It look like that. Yeah.
So now
There's a whole lot of pressure.
I couldn't tell which is which. If that person got AIDS.
That too, because AIDS look the same as the monkeypox bumps and shit. Because it was a white dude on I think CNN said he had it. And he showed the bumps and shit, like them red bumps and shit on there.
I see black.
Not good. Not good at all. But Mondays, Sundays and Wednesdays live. The Third Perspective for show. Holler at your boys at Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. Holler at your boys for show. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, live streams. We there. You know what I'm saying? Each and every Sunday, each and every Wednesday, live. You know what I'm saying, dog? Uncut raw. You know what I'm saying, dog? Live. No rubbers, no mask. Just raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying, dog? Well, man, podcast. Check that joint out. You know what I'm saying, dog? We got soul. HVP. Holler at your boys. The Third Perspective for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? Hey, this some go-go shit. Underground for the ladies. Gotta let that play. See what I'm saying? Go out the same way we came in.
There's a whole lot of pressure.
You don't know about that pressure, boy. That's DC Underground, baby.